Shalom and good day, friends. Let us dive into the Word. In today's first reading, the verses that spoke loudly to me is from 1 Samuel chapter 18, verses 6 to 7. As they were coming home, when David returned from slaying the Philistine, the women came out of all the cities of Israel, singing and dancing, to meet King Saul, with timbrels, with songs of joy, and with instruments of music. And the women sang to one another as they made merry. Saul has slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s. Friends, imagine Saul a king, anointed, blessed, and victorious, a leader chosen by God. And yet, when David defeated the Philistines and people praised David, Saul's heart turned jealous. Think about this for a moment. Saul had everything, yet comparison stole his peace. Friends, I have to be honest. Sometimes I am like Saul. I used to compare my house when I see the corner houses of others. I see what they have and what I don't. And I become restless, like something is missing. I remember complaining to my husband all the time about not being able to secure a corner house because all the corner units were taken when we chose our home. At that time, I felt frustrated and disappointed. But God gently corrected me. He corrected my heart and reminded me. He said, Priscilla, you already have what I chose to bless you with. So look at that first. Friends, that really hit me hard. How often do I let comparison to steal my peace and joy? How often do I fail to celebrate God's work in others because I'm too focused on my own expectations? Last year, the passing of relatives and friends made me pause even more. Life is fragile, time is short, and we have only so much time to run this race for Christ and to draw the lost and needy to Him. So it makes me to ask myself, am I running this race fully for Him? Or am I just chasing desires that are never ending? In today's gospel, the crowd followed Jesus. They were desperate for healing, for miracles, and relief. Some stayed and many left because when Jesus asked for more, when He asked for their faith, their surrender, and their transformation, many left. Friends, God is calling us to something deeper than blessings, bigger than desires, and greater than our comfort. Saul had blessings and the crowd had miracles, yet both missed the point when their hearts were not fully surrendered. So the truth is, when God becomes enough, comparison loses its voice. Gratitude takes root and peace settles in. Friends, I don't need the corner house. You don't need the applause. We don't need to figure it all out. Let's choose surrender over restlessness. Let's celebrate God's work in others. Let's trust that what He has given us is enough. And most of all, let us learn to let God be enough in our lives and run this race faithfully for Him. Thank you, friends, and God bless you.